Hello, welcome back. This is Adrienne with Hamilton Homestead. I'm so glad you're here today. It's sausage making day on the homestead, so stick around and I'll show you how we make our favorite cased sausages, Kielbasa and English Bangers. We're making 20 pounds of kielbasa and 15 pounds of bangers. Last night we pulled 30 pounds of boneless pork butt, 5 pounds of lean beef roast, and 2 pounds of smoked bacon from the freezer. We place it all in a cooler so that by morning it will be thawed just enough that we can slice it. Meat grinds best when it's between 32 and 35 degrees Fahrenheit, so you don't want it fully thawed. First things first, everything must be sanitized. Equipment, knives, cutting boards, work surfaces, everything. And your meat must stay cold. That's why we love making sausage on a freezing winter day. Just pop the meat in a tub, cover it, and place it in the cold garage or outside. It's nature's refrigerator and very convenient. For equipment, we use an electric meat grinder and a manual sausage stuffer. A foot pedal for the grinder and a large scale with a remote display are two accessories we find especially helpful. The meat for the bangers is 100% fatty pork butt, ground with a 3/16-inch plate. The kielbasa blend is 75% fatty pork butt, also ground with a 3/16-inch plate, and 25% lean beef and pork, ground with a coarser 3/8-inch plate. That chunkier grind for the lean meats gives kielbasa its classic texture, and we customize the flavor by blending in a couple pounds of smoked bacon. For casing, we use natural 38mm hog casings for both types of sausage. I'll be walking you through the steps as we go, but truly sausage making is something you have to see. It's a process that's practical, part tradition, and maybe even part dance. Over the years, John and I have found our rhythm, moving through each step in unison, each knowing what comes next and anticipating each other's moves. Here's how our day looked. I prep the meat while John sets up the grinder. John grinds the meat while I prep the spices. I gather the stuffing supplies while John mixes the meat. Then we weigh out 20 pounds of meat for the kielbasa and 15 pounds for the bangers. We cover each and tuck them outside to chill because it's a chilly 26 degrees out. Then it's cleanup time. We wash the grinder, sanitize our surfaces, and get ready for stuffing. Okay, and now a word from today's sponsor. Oh, no sponsors here, but I do want to share the inspiration for today's video. My neighbor hosted a sausage making session with some of his friends, and I got to walk over and join in on some of the fun. What you're about to see might be the best part of this video, which is exactly why I'm moving it front and center and not saving it for the end of the video. They made some incredible venison and pork summer sausage and some really outstanding meat sticks. I did help a little, but mostly it was just a super fun time with great people. Enjoy.
Half venison, half pork.
Nice. And you're cooking up a sample over there?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's my brother's.
Uh-huh. And that's just for mixing it, getting
Yep.
all the spices mixed.
Yep. That's stuffer.
Oh, that's the stuffer.
That's
Okay.
for stuffing casings.
Yep. Yeah, that's a classic grinder.
How do you reckon that grinder is? I don't know. When I got it from my uncle, it didn't have a shut-off switch on it. I wired that on myself. And then I'll tie a string on this end, because in my smoker all my heat comes from the bottom, so I'll flip them
Right.
halfway through.
Sweet.
That'll work. Now, if
Get the motor going here. Oh, that's a really good shot. Okay, here's my seasoning blend and the breadcrumbs that have been soaking in pork stock, ready to be mixed in and transform this pork butt into English bangers. What? You've never heard of an English banger? English bangers are juicy pork sausages with a mild, herby flavor and just enough snap to keep things interesting. The name? Well, I guess we can blame World War I when sausages were so full of water they'd bang in the pan like tiny meat grenades. These days, they're less explosive, but still downright delicious, especially alongside a pile of mash and gravy. Now, we had a meat mixer at one time, but we like the results better when mixed by hand. After it's all mixed, we fry up a small patty for a taste test to make sure we're happy with that seasoning. The banger blend is then moved outside to chill while we mix up the kielbasa. Beyond the cost savings, health benefits, and superior end product, making your own sausage gives you control over salt levels and lets you tailor the seasoning to your taste. You can mix and match meats for texture and flavor and even choose your own casings, creating a sausage that's truly your own. If salt and pepper are your go-to seasonings when cooking and you haven't ventured far into the world of herbs and spices, sausage making can be a real eye-opener. It's amazing how you can take the exact same cut of meat and with two different spice blends, create two totally unique culinary experiences. It really showcases the power of good seasonings. In sausage making, binders like soy protein, powdered milk, or breadcrumbs play a very important role. They help lock in moisture, improve texture, and keep the fat and meat from separating during cooking. You can kind of think of them as the glue that holds the flavor together without affecting the taste. I used breadcrumbs soaked in pork stock for the bangers and powdered milk in the kielbasa. Oh, speaking of kielbasa, let's talk kielbasa. Smoky, garlicky, and proudly Polish, kielbasa isn't just a sausage, it's a whole personality. There are many regional varieties, but the one most folks know is kielbasa polska, a coarse ground smoked sausage made with pork and seasoned with garlic, marjoram, and black pepper. It's hearty, flavorful, and built for everything from breakfast to bonfires. Fry it, grill it, or toss it in a pot of beans, kielbasa shows up and shows off. You know, it's the kind of sausage that doesn't just sit there quietly on a plate. It walks in tall and proud, makes friends, and asks for mustard. Okay, everything is mixed and ready, and it's time for the taste test. Oh my, it's like we hopped the express route from England to Poland without ever leaving the kitchen. No passport needed, just a shift in seasoning. And this batch of kielbasa, perfect, just the way we like it. Well, except we also like it with cheese, because why not? We're making half with pepper jack and half with cheddar. We do use a high temperature cheese, so it melts just enough to get gooey, but still holds its shape during the cooking. No sad cheese puddles here. Now that everything's seasoned, cheesed, and taste tested, It's time for the fun part, stuffing sausage. We are all set up, and first up is the English Bangers. I'll let the video do the explaining from here, but fair warning, this part is very satisfying to watch. John loads the stuffer and cranks the handle while I guide the casing, making sure the pressure is just right. Together, we portion and twist the sausages to size. Are you a sausage maker? What's your favorite sausage? Or maybe you're just starting to feel inspired. Don't forget, you don't even need a grinder to make sausage. I'll link our video below on how to make an incredible breakfast sausage without any special equipment. Kielbasa and English Bangers are our favorite cased sausages to make and have in our freezer. Our favorite bulk sausage, Italian and breakfast. Those will be featured in our next sausage making video. The kielbasa gets twisted to match the size of our smoker racks, then goes into the refrigerator uncovered overnight. This time in the refrigerator allows the casings to dry out, which is key because if it's wet, the smoke can't penetrate properly. Once the bangers are twisted, I cut them apart and place them on a cookie sheet to freeze for a few hours before vacuum sealing.
Let's be the change we want to see about. We are links in the chain. We are links in the chain. An important wagon on a moving train.
This video's getting pretty long already, so I won't show the smoking process here, but I've included instructions on how I do it in the description below. Thank you for joining me for this long but rewarding day of sausage making. May you be blessed, stay grateful, and continue building a life you love.
No matter which way you turn.